Hey, what it do, Sports World? Welcome to the Real Life Tangible Podcast. Hey, man, I got my two special guests on tonight. Well, my co-hosts, I got Jay Moore, I got my boy Sledge. Hey, we're going to talk about who's up under the most pressure going into the NFC, the AFC NFC Championship weekend. Hey, man, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
All right, before we get started, hey, make sure y'all hit the like button, the subscribe button, share button, all right, on YouTube. Hey, if you got any feedback, make sure you all comment on it. We can talk about it. All right, but wait, let's go ahead and jump into this thing. As we know, we just talked about it earlier. We got the NFC AFC Championship game. On the AFC side, we got Kansas City at Baltimore. And then on the NFC, we have the Detroit Lions traveling to San Francisco. But we're going to talk about the AFC Championship first. And who is up under the most pressure going into the AFC Championship game this weekend? Hey, we're going to start off with Moore. Hey, what you got? Who you think is up under the most pressure?
I mean, that's easy. It ain't hard to think about that one. That's Lamar Jackson. I mean, like coming into this game, Lamar Jackson, coming into this season, this playoff, I believe Lamar Jackson was 1-3 coming into playoffs, going to 2-3 after last weekend. He has not proved anything in the playoffs so far. He has not proved that he can take this team really deep in the playoff. This is the first year that I got has made it to a championship game, I believe, since Lamar has actually been the starting quarterback. Which he has because he only got one win. So you look at it, you think about it, you got MVP, you got another MVP coming. You got Pat Mahomes coming off the Super Bowl. He already got 2. He's not been at 3. He's back in the AFC Championship once again. You got Andy Reid over there doing a good job calling plays, coaching. So when you look at both teams, outside Lamar, I don't really feel like the Ravens really got anybody that could be up under any kind of pressure. I think John Harbaugh, I think he's pretty secure. So I don't think he win, he lose. Like it's not gonna have an impact on his future. Only person that can gain something, Pat Mahomes can gain a lot for this game by being on the road all playoffs. So that's a little pressure, probably within. But as far as what the people say, the media gonna say, I don't feel like Pat Mahomes is in any jeopardy of anything. He's good. He's young. He got rings. But when you talk about Lamar, you talk about a 2-time MVP. You talk about a quarterback. They saying revolutionized the quarterback spot, far as running with your feet. Even though I believe that's Mike Vick all day. I think they just put a better surrounding cast. The coaches believed in Lamar Jackson more, and they adapted to this kind of offense, and it's benefited Lamar Jackson a lot. So with that being said, you got the number one defense. You not had the top defense year after year. You not had one of the top coaches in the NFL year after year. You got a great roster coming in this year. So what reason do you have to lose this game since you're the real MVP, according to what people are telling me? I like Lamar, but when you tell me he's a MVP this season, I don't agree with it. So I feel like he got to show me. He got to show the world. Like he got to show everybody. So that's why he know he's under pressure. He been doing all that talking about people don't believe. He sat out last year on his team talking about people, you want his money. So this is the year. If you can beat Pat Mahomes, you got it. Now you let Pat Mahomes come into your house on the road against the number one defense of your MVP season, the number one team in the NFL. Hey, come on now.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And
Who you got? Unless you want me to go and you want to go last.
I can go. And we're talking about players, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I agree with everything what Moore's saying, but I'm gonna go something a little bit different. I think it's Debo because he the one that's been doing all the talking all last offseason, saying if they had a quarterback, they would have been in the Super Bowl, right? So now you got your quarterback. You got your quarterback, right?
Yeah.
So now it's a point of time, like, bro, you got the easy road. The two heavyweights that everybody thought they was either going to be the Cowboys or Eagles, the face you in the NFC Championship game. Now we both out. You got the Lions. Not saying that they're a cupcake team, but they are a team that nobody expect to be there. So you have no.
Hold on, Sledge. Hold on. We talking about the AFC Championship. The AFC.
AFC.
Yeah, we talking about the Chiefs and the Chiefs and yeah.
I jumped the gun. That's my fault.
Yeah. No, you good. Yeah,
so
we talking. Yeah, that's.
I think. I mean, what Moore was saying, I agree 100%. It's Lamar. I mean, to cap off an MVP season, a season like this, you got to win. You got to be in the Super Bowl. You got to win the Super Bowl. You got to win the Super Bowl. That's the only thing right to do. I feel like Lamar record haven't been the best in the playoff. His QBR, I think last time I seen it was like a 45 or 41 in the playoffs. I mean, you just beat a Texas team that was expecting you to dominate. Now you play Mahomes to be the best. You got to beat the best. So now, I feel like if he beat Mahomes,
don't say it.
People will more respect him. People will more respect him.
All right.
So
Okay.
That's that simple. Lamar.
I'm going with both quarterbacks. I think both quarterbacks. And I'm gonna tell y'all why it's both quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes just got just as much to gain from this game than as Lamar Jackson. You wanna know why he do? Because he's chasing the GOAT. He's chasing the GOAT right now. So if he wins this game, he's inching closer and closer to the GOAT. If Lamar Jackson wins this game, look at these two players' career. Both of them got 2 MVPs. Lamar Jackson, most likely, if he goes to the Super Bowl and he wins it, if he get Super Bowl MVP, that means he would have 1 Super Bowl MVP, 2 regular season MVP, and a Super Bowl. While Patrick Mahomes have 2 MVPs, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and 2 Super Bowls. Hey, Lamar Jackson is gonna be 1B behind Patrick Mahomes 1A. He's gonna jump all the rest of those quarterbacks that people saying in front of him right now. He will jump all those quarterbacks and go right there to behind Patrick Mahomes, and just say that he come back and hell, Baltimore gonna be really, really good again next season. So I think this game right here is a legacy game for both of these quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. And like people be like, man, Pat Mahomes is not up under any pressure. Yes, he's up under just as much pressure as Lamar Jackson because he's chasing something. He's chasing that gold up there in New England. And that's why I say this game right here, it's both of these quarterbacks is up under a lot of pressure. Because if Patrick Mahomes lose this game and just say that Lamar Jackson goes to the Super Bowl and wins it, he's going to win his 2nd MVP, Super Bowl MVP with 1 ring. That dude right there, now he's going to be right there behind Patrick Mahomes, and he could easily, because I think Patrick Mahomes, I think with him coming in winning MVP that early in his career, which Lamar Jackson did, we forget that this dude is only 27 years old, which he just turned 27 like 2 weeks ago. Like, so these 2 quarterbacks are going to be going at it for a long time. And I honestly feel like this dude right here, like Baltimore is good every year. So that's why I think this game right here is really important for Patrick Mahomes because he's going to be getting further and further away from the pack. And I think that's what he wants. To get further and further away from the pack because, like I said, if Lamar Jackson wins this game, he's inching closer to Patrick Mahomes. All right, and that's why I say this game right here is so much pressure on both of these quarterbacks.
Okay, I have a question. So you saying he number 2 if he beat Mahomes this game?
Yes, he's number 2.
So out of all QBs, you saying career-wise or just this season?
Yes. I'm talking about.
I can't put him ahead of Aaron Rodgers. I can't put him ahead of Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, you know, man,
he's still in the NFL.
Listen,
Aaron Rodgers still in the NFL.
I'm sick of you bringing up Aaron Rodgers. Man, I'm sick of you bringing up that bomb. Dude, listen, man. This dude got 1 Super Bowl.
How can you jump Aaron Rodgers?
1 Super Bowl.
He don't more conference championship games than Lamar. This is his first one.
He don't jump him.
Okay, so y'all gonna keep Aaron Rodgers right there at number 2.
He's number 2. Yeah, I'm not putting nobody.
So you think just because this man win 1 ring, and then it's gonna also depend on how do you win that ring? Is that defense gonna carry you to the Super Bowl and win it? Like Trent Dilfer? Like, come on now, that's what we get at.
So do you really think? But do you really think? Do you really think Patrick Mahomes? I mean, do you really think Lamar Jackson is gonna win the Super Bowl like Trent Dilfer did?
Yeah,
no, he gonna have to
running the ball, playing defense.
He gonna put touchdowns on the
but he's gonna be the one that's running the ball though.
Okay. You a quarterback? Can you put the ball in the air? And
Man, listen, man.
At what
I'm
point
just
you
gonna
gonna
go
make a
ahead.
play?
Listen,
man.
man. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all. Two dudes are just two Lamar Jackson haters, bro.
No,
just
I like Lamar,
Jackson hater, bro.
but
No,
I'm not gonna
you don't.
be.
No, you don't.
I'm not.
You don't like it.
I'm not gonna discredit all the other QBs that is still in the league. That's active.
I'm not gonna
Now,
get
you
said
said
here
this
just let
season.
y'all disrespect Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson
man.
like this.
Going into next year, you telling me Lamar gonna be the number 2 quarterback?
He's gonna be the number 2 quarterback behind Patrick Mahomes if he wins this Super Bowl this year.
But okay, if he win it with only 200 passing yards and that defense plays lights out, you still gonna give him that?
If he wins, I mean,
just based off stats. Just based off stats. Okay, if we gonna base it off stats,
and see, that's the thing I don't get about y'all.
Not stats, accolades.
Y'all want to try to hold.
You got it.
Well, hell, let's look back at Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Let's go back to one of his Super Bowls. Clearly, he wasn't the best player on the field for one Super Bowl.
I'm not gonna say.
But then you want to hold it against Lamar Jackson
every Super Bowl. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying you gotta be the best every Super Bowl. But he has yet to make a play or make a game where it's like, damn, Lamar Jackson went crazy that game. I mean, like if you go talk about running the ball up and down the field, okay, give it to the fast. Like he fast. What you want somebody? You adding an extra block about how fast he is. Now you got 10 people blocking. Of course, that's a wildcat. Right. Now when you talk about a quarterback, they got to make these passes and win games. That's different. And actually control the game. That's different. When you think about the Baltimore Ravens, what you think about, Sledge?
I'm thinking about a running team with a good defense.
What you think about?
When I think about the Baltimore Ravens, the first thing come to my mind. Hey, the first thing come to my mind when you say Baltimore, number 8, Lamar Jackson. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
And their defense.
But why are you scared of Lamar? Why are you scared of Lamar?
Who? Why?
Because if you're a defensive coordinator, wait. If you're a defensive coordinator, what is your game plan coming in? Like when you saw them win, you were like, okay, we gotta play the Ravens. As a defensive coordinator, what's going through your mind? What you preparing for? What you preparing for? That's all I got.
No. That's all I'm about to answer. For a quarterback that can't throw, this man threw for 3,600 yards, 24 touchdowns, but he can't throw though.
Wow. I ain't saying he can't throw it all. I'm talking about he's not on the elite level of quarterback that can throw the ball. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you want to say just because he played quarterback and what he's doing, all right, you got it. That's just like you got Curry. Curry's a point guard, but he can't pass. He's not a great passer. You know what I'm saying? But he's still labeled as a point guard. That's the same situation.
But this is why I think y'all are missing the big point when it comes to Lamar. First of all, Lamar, this right here is the most yards he's ever thrown for in his career. So clearly that he's become better as a quarterback.
What year is this?
He has.
So
he's talking about from the 2019 season.
What year is he in right now? What season is this?
Oh yeah, this is the 20.
Has he ever passed for 4,000 yards?
No, yeah.
Hey, but you know what though? You're right, he hasn't. But I will say this right here though.
That never passed for 4,000.
I'm about to shut him up, bro. Hey, have Patrick Mahomes ever rushed for 1,000 yards as a quarterback?
He's not a running back. He's not a running back.
It don't matter then. So you trying to say that this man right here, yes, he don't throw for 4,000 yards, but this right here, what he do? He rushed for. He throw for 3,600 yards, and he rushed for another 800, 900 yards. So what did you mean? This right here mean he's a complete player.
36 plus 800. What's that?
Dangerous, man. He dangerous. I just can't put him number 2.
No. Let's add his 3,600 plus his 1,000 yards. Is he still beating Pat Mahomes only throwing the ball? Pat Mahomes throwing 5,000. Let's talk about Tony yards then. Let's talk about.
He ain't throw for 5,000. He didn't throw for 5,000.
He
did not throw for 5,000.
Mahomes threw for like 4,200 yards this season.
Yeah, he didn't throw for no 5,000.
Yeah, but if you the 3,600, 800, that's 4,400 yards more.
So that right there mean he had more yards than him.
By what?
By 300 some yards.
Okay, so, but then you're gonna come in there, you're gonna be like, oh, yo, Patrick Mahomes just had an off season. This man right here, he threw for 4,100 yards. Okay, he threw 4,100 yards.
Let me ask you this.
Okay,
who led the NFL in drop passes? What team had the most drop passes?
The Chiefs.
Listen, okay, let me ask you this question right here. This man right here won a Super Bowl.
4,200 yards with 20 drop passes. How many more yards you can have?
But this right here, the crazy thing about it though,
just
now
half.
I want to talk
Just
about
give me half
passes.
drops.
This man right here ain't even have a number one threat. He didn't even have a number one wide receiver. His tight end is his number one receiver. Why Patrick Mahomes over here got Kelsey and Tyreek? Come on, man, be
Patrick
real,
Mahomes
man.
is
I'm trying to
Kels
take.
too.
Hey, so Pat Mahomes had 400 rushing yards, 4,200 passing yards.
No, he had 41.
4189.
4183.
Okay. 4,200. We just go give 4,200.
All right.
We'll go 4,200. And about 400 rushing yards, right?
Okay.
That's 4,600.
Lamar had 37 and 800.
He did.
That's 45.
Lamar had what? He had what? 3,600 yards.
Yeah.
3678.
Okay.
And how many rushing?
821.
Okay. And then the last two, how many touchdowns he had? Passing.
He had 24 passing touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes had 27. 24. And Patrick 24.
Okay, 24.
Patrick Mahomes had 27.
Okay. Then in the last 3 weeks, he had what? About 10 of those touchdowns?
Okay, what are we saying?
So he didn't really do that all year until the last two games in passing, if you want to get serious. He lit my two teams up at the end of the season, provide 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns here, and he still only ended up with less than 30. So what did he really do? What he did the rest of the weeks? Ran the ball?
I mean, he destroyed the Lions. Really.
You keep talking about Lions. What else did he do? Everybody destroyed the Lions.
Okay.
Dak Prescott destroyed the Lions.
Hey, in the Browns game, when they lost, he wasn't the reason they lost. Lamar wasn't the reason they lost.
Okay.
I ain't talking about reason. I'm talking what have he done besides running the ball? Okay, look. You're a great runner with the ball. Okay, when they take away their running, are you able to pass the ball into tight windows and get me a touchdown?
Bro,
he's another front runner. He's a front runner, just like Dak Prescott.
Hey,
he's a front runner.
All right, wait. We're gonna
get down. Okay, what's gonna happen?
Okay, all right. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the NFC Championship. Who's up under the most pressure? Who y'all think between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers? Who do y'all feel is up under the most pressure going into that game?
Sledge, you already got a head start. Go ahead and finish.
Yeah, you already go, Sledge.
I think it's Debo Samuel, man. Debo Samuel, because he, like I said, he's talking mess last offseason about not having a quarterback. He got his quarterback now. So, I mean, like you said, you knocked out 2 heavyweights, and the Eagles and Cowboys, as people thought it'd be either one of those teams to face the 49ers in this NFC Championship game. Now you're going up against Dan Campbell, a good coach, and you're going up against a motivated team, energized and ready to prove the world that they can possibly stop. And I feel like that, I just feel like, man, they just got to win and win this Super Bowl, because Kyle Shanahan, I mean, he lost so many games in the NFC game, championship games. He lost Super Bowls. And I just think Debo, if Debo don't play, I'm not gonna lie. If Debo don't play, I really don't like Debo. I'm not gonna like Debo.
I can tell.
Cause like I don't even understand why he didn't play last game, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you. All right, Trent Williams. Who you taking? Trent Williams or Debo?
Talking about on the most precious or best?
No, like the best player.
Oh, I'm taking Trent Williams.
Greenlaw.
I'm still probably gonna take. I'm taking Greenlaw.
Fred Warner.
I'm taking Warner.
Bosa.
I'm taking Bosa.
Chris McCaffrey.
I'm definitely taking McCaffrey.
So how is the 5th best person? I ain't even got to the rest of the other people.
Because
you gonna tell me this man is
Was he not talking the most?
He's talking.
Was he not talking the most?
Yes, he's
not
talking. He's doing all that talking, but he's not even a top player on this field.
He's a top player on this field.
He's a top player when you keep going out of the list. Well, why keep getting out of the list?
Yeah, and then earlier in the show, I did say that I'm going something a little bit different. You say we got the most pressure, right? If they lose, they're not going to revert back to that.
Who cares?
Yeah, how do you feel like? Yeah, how do you feel that he's up under the most pressure?
I feel like he got more pressure than Purdy. We know what Purdy is. Ain't nobody really effed up by what Purdy do. You see what I'm saying?
But I'm
like
saying though, but okay, go ahead.
I feel like it's Debo. I'm telling you,
But this is what I'm saying though, Slay. It's like Debo, when it goes to Debo, though, how is it Debo when they can win without Debo?
Because he was the one that's talking about.
Who can they not win without?
McCaffrey.
That's the person that's up under the most pressure.
It's not McCaffrey. I got it. He's the best player. I got exactly what y'all saying. But y'all tell me under the most pressure. You got to say who the best player. Y'all say who under the most pressure. It's Debo.
I'll take it a step further. I say Kyle Shanahan in this game should be up under the most pressure. Because when you talk about a Jared Goff, come on, what is his ceiling? He's there, like he's never gonna be all-time great, right? He's never gonna be all-time great. When you talk about Brock Purdy, it'll be an amazing story because he, Mr. Irrelevant type draft, but come on now, he ain't got nobody got no expectation for him like that. He's not he's not a Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers type quarterback, not yet. Then you talk about Chris McCaffrey. Okay, it's the running back position. How much pressure can the running backs be? You only can get the ball when I give you the ball. Like, same thing. Like he probably top running back in the league. Yes. When you talk about Debo,
yes,
I could probably name 10 receivers better than Debo.
And I got this. Answer this. When they play
just
the Browns,
just because you playing Twitter fingers with AJ Brown and them boys, that don't mean you're up under no pressure. Yeah, you're up under pressure to get on Twitter on Monday. But other than that, history-wise, I'm not going to think about Debo Samuels in 10 years. I promise you.
And I got
win or lose this game. But Kyle Shanahan, he done blew a 28-3. Like everybody keeps saying he part of this tree. You got McVay winning. You got Matt LaFleur. They winning. Everybody producing. At what point is the great play caller Kyle Shanahan go live up to the Shanahan reputation and pull out a Super Bowl ring?
And you're right.
He lost to Kansas City already in the Super Bowl, which he was up by 10 points in the fourth quarter.
By 10.
You're up 28-3. Matt Ryan come on TV and say, hey, he was calling these plays in so late. By the time I got the play, gave it to the personnel, got to the line, I had to snap the ball. I had no time to audible. So basically, Matt Ryan threw him up under the bus and said, hey, I don't know what was going on with him. But by the time I was getting these plays, he was trying to waste so much time on the clock. He didn't give me a chance to audible anything. I had to get to the line, snap the ball. I was sitting here wasting time, not getting first downs. And that's how we blew that 28-3 lead. So you not blew 20-10, you not blew 28-3. And I believe he not blew a couple more. It's not on my mind right now. But when you keep telling me Kyle Shanahan's so great, and they all came from his father, but you got Sean McVay over there doing a lot more with a whole lot less. You got Matt LaFleur doing a whole lot more with a whole lot less. Zach Taylor. All these coaches are doing a lot, and Kyle Shanahan got the best roster. What is he doing?
Okay. But before you start, dude, I got to ask y'all this. Okay.
Oh, man.
I ain't trying to interrupt, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to prove my point. When they played the Vikings and the Browns earlier, what did their team look like? Without Debo, what did they look like?
They should have won the game against the Browns. The refs cheated them. Come on, man.
Okay, against the Vikings, what did they look like? When they played Kirk Cousins in prime time on Monday Night Football,
they just played without it
Kirk Cousins
Green Bay,
and they barely won. That's the thing.
They
barely won.
Like who said they was? They probably would have barely won with him.
Bro, they play a lot different with Debo, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They play a lot different.
When Debo was out, wasn't Trick Williams and about 2 or 3 other players out too? Like it wasn't just Debo.
And I got it, but I'm saying
it was multiple players,
bro. If you talking too much, you doing all this talking, bro. If you lose, they gonna revert back to what you said.
Nobody care about him talking.
Yes, they do, man.
It's entertainment. It's entertainment.
So, who I think is up under the most pressure going into this weekend, this NFC Championship game, I'm going with the whole San Francisco 49er team. And I'm going to tell y'all why I'm going with the whole team. Because this team right here is the best and probably the easiest route to the Super Bowl. Think about who they played last week. Green Bay. Who they play this week? They play the Lions. They pretty much dodged the big teams, like the teams that were supposed to be here, like the Eagles, like the Cowboys. So they dodged all the really good, the teams that we was expecting to be here. So, I mean, yeah, they did. Because we didn't expect the Lions.
You did your part.
No, what I'm saying is they don't have to play against the Eagles. They don't have to play against the Cowboys. But what I'm saying is this right here is the best opportunity that they got that they didn't have to play. Because honestly, I just think like San Francisco against Dallas, I don't know who will win that game. I think San Francisco would, but I think this is the best chance for them to win a Super Bowl this year. Because if you think about it, the Lions are really, they're a good team, but the 49ers clearly the more superior team. When you think about the Detroit Lions, you think like we weren't expecting them to make it past last week. But they got this far. This right here is where the Cinderella story ends. This right here where the Cinderella story ends at. The 49ers, we expected them to be here. And that's why they up under the most pressure. Honestly, I'm putting San Francisco up under more pressure than any team that's playing this weekend. They're up under the most pressure because I think this right here is the one chance. Because you got to think about it, bro. They just went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago. They just went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Okay.
They was picked to go back to the Super Bowl again last year. They was picked to win the Super Bowl this year. And then when you get a player like Christian McCaffrey,
yeah,
bro, you got one of the most elite all-around players in football. Then you got Debo out here. Then you got one of the best tight ends, at least a top 5 tight end. Well, let's not talk about it. Then what you do during the regular season, you go out there and you trade for who? One of the most young, premier young defensive linemen in the league. Okay, to team him up with Nick Bosa, with those linebackers. So that's why I'm putting the 49ers. They up under the most pressure.
Okay.
They're up under the most pressure. Along with Kyle Shanahan as their head coach.
All right. I give you I can give you that team in this game. But when you talk about the entire playoffs, I can't let Lamar Jackson escape that one. No,
but I'm saying
you just made this great argument.
I'm talking about a whole entire team. You're talking about Lamar Jackson.
I know. No.
Because the 49ers is going to lose. They're going to lose players because you got to think about who they got coming up to get paid. Greenlaw coming up to get paid. You got the defensive end that they traded for. He's going to most likely be gone after this season.
Ayuk.
So they got a lot of Ayuk coming up on a contract. So this team right here is built to win right now. And like I said, going against Detroit, they are the most superior team to Detroit. Like they are the better team.
And I would agree with both of y'all.
I don't think the 49ers are a better team than the Ravens.
What I'm talking about, like, okay.
I get you saying the pressure because players leaving and coming. But I'm talking about just focus on this weekend. I feel like the Ravens overall should be up under the most pressure because they got the number one defense. Clearly, they now blew every top team out. Nobody, they not beat everybody this year, right? They beat
what is the 49ers defense?
Beat the 49ers
defense rank?
What
is their defense rank though? What do they defense rank?
I don't know. What are they?
Let's not act like the 49ers weren't slapping everybody around until they ran against that Raven buzzsaw. So they were slapping everybody around. They ran against the Ravens and they got slapped around. So I'm not going to put just more pressure on the Ravens because the 49ers were beating the brakes off everybody as well all season.
The number
like,
one.
So, but who?
The number one defense. The Ravens.
Listen, man. Yeah. But what is the 49ers? What is the 49ers defense rank?
They right behind them.
Right behind them.
They right behind them.
Right behind them. So it's like these two teams right here have been on a collision course all season. And like I said, when you look at the 49ers and you look at the Ravens, is the Ravens just better than the 49ers? When you go position by position, you're going to tell me there's no way. I feel like position by position, the 49ers is the most complete team in the NFL.
The only thing
The only thing that I would give the Ravens that the Ravens are more better than the 49ers is their secondary. Because they have Marlon Humphrey and Kyle Hamilton. That's the only thing that I can honestly say clearly they are better than them. When it comes to the offensive line, clearly in quarterback, and Lamar Jackson definitely better than Brock Purdy. But when it comes to running back, offensive line, tight end, wide receiver, defensive line, linebacker. The only position that I can honestly look at and I can say that the Ravens are better than the 49ers is secondary. And that's because you have Kyle Hamilton and you have Marlon Humphrey. But the 49ers is the most complete team in the NFL. They are the most complete team. That's why I'm putting them up under the most pressure going into this, because honestly, the 49ers should win the Super Bowl. Anything less than a Super Bowl win is a busted season. It's a bust.
Hey, it might be, but I still take the Ravens because you talk about MVP. I think they got a better coach. I ain't gonna put him over Andy Reid, but I say he got the second. It's the second best coach in the NFL right in the playoffs remaining. I don't know. I mean, the 49ers, they are loaded. But I don't think the whole team under all that pressure because nobody care about the rest of these people. It's either quarterback. You got quarterbacks, you got head coaches. Those are the only two people that really matter in football.
Like I said, we never seen a team come into here that's more complete than the San Francisco 49ers. Even if they go against, honestly, if they go against, say like the Kansas City Chiefs, or they go against whoever they go against, Baltimore, whoever, they are still the more superior team. Let's just look at, besides Patrick Mahomes, where else is the Kansas City Chiefs better than the San Francisco 49ers?
You said where the Kansas City better than?
Where else besides Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback position, and maybe the tight end position? But honestly, I'll kind of get a tight end position. I'll give it to Kelsey, but shit, hell, I got to take Kittle as well. So they are the most complete team in the league, dude. They're the most complete team.
Hey, Snead better than the corners on the 49ers.
I'm taking Marlon Humphreys.
Oh no. I think
Marlon Humphrey over Snead.
I think he's been living off that name for a little while now.
You talking about Snead over Snead? Over Snead.
I'm going with Humphreys. Yeah, I'm going with him. I'm going with the 49ers as a secondary. I'm going with the 49ers. I mean, I'm going with the Ravens as a secondary. The Ravens got the best secondary, but clearly the 49ers, that's the only weakness they got on their defense is their secondary.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why I said they coming up against the Detroit Lions. Dude, they should beat the Detroit Lions by 14 points. Honestly, they should. And it can happen if Brock Purdy come out there and he willing and dealing. I can see them winning this game by 14 points. But I'm putting the 49ers is up under the most pressure. From coach, hell, I'm going even further than that. From the general manager all the way down. It's up under the most pressure because the general manager shit. Look at what you traded to go out there and get that defensive end. And just think about what you had to trade to get. You had to give up to get Christian McCaffrey. To be honest, I don't even know if the 49ers even got too many draft picks.
I mean, I don't think it'll be it shouldn't be too much of a question on the 49ers should win this game. They should. Besides Kyle Shanahan blow this game with Brock Purdy, it's possible. But I can't really see Jared Goff. He'll hit and miss, man. Like he might get 400, he might get 170. I don't know what. You never know. But I think the 49ers going to end up winning this game. Honestly, I think last week was the week you should have beat them. If you didn't beat them last week, I don't think they really. I think that was a bad game. They rested. They was off for what 2 weeks, really 2-3 weeks. Coming off that bye, then they ain't have to play the other game. And at the end of the year, then Chris McCaffrey was off for about 4 weeks almost. So I think it's a perfect time for them. They had to catch back up, get back in it. But I think tomorrow they'll play a little better. I don't know if they. I don't think they'll blow them out. I think it'll still be a close game until late in the 4. But I'm gonna take the 49ers. Hopefully, Kyle Shanahan he done learned his lesson. I mean, you'll keep losing like this. I don't know. But I think the 49ers are going to pull it out. So I don't think they're going to be up under that much pressure in this game. Now, when it comes to that Super Bowl, it's going to be on there.
All right. What you got, Sledge? What you got? Anything else, man? So, like I said, who I'm going with to make it to the Super Bowl, I'm going with Baltimore, San Francisco, the two most superior team, the two best. I think they're the two best teams in the NFL. Like I said, they was on a collision course all season, and that's why I'm picking the San Francisco 49ers against the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. Who you going with, Sledge? We're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
I'm going with the Ravens and the 49ers as well.
Okay, all right. Knock it up. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Chiefs, 49ers.
And hey,
rematch.
And I'm going to tell you why I'm so happy that you're going with the Chiefs, because I feel like your bad luckness is what called Josh Allen. But you know what? I think you did that on purpose. I think you picked Josh Allen because you wanted to put your bad luck on him. And I said, and I wanted to say this when you picked Josh Allen, and I'm just sitting back thinking to myself, like, bro, he know he's a Patrick Mahomes fan. He normally don't go against Patrick Mahomes. So basically, he's trying to pick, hoping that Josh Allen win, and he'll be like, I told y'all Josh Allen was gonna put it out. No. In the end, I knew that you was a Patrick Mahomes fan. You were a Patrick Mahomes fan, but you were trying to play both sides. No, you're not. You're a Patrick Mahomes fan. Stay over there.
I've not been riding with Josh Allen for the last 4 years, Sledge.
You have. And
man,
I've been
listen,
comparing him to Dak Prescott.
This is what I don't get, bro.
You just like that.
How can you ride with two of the best quarterbacks in the league?
I like him.
No, you got to pick one. Well, I guess you can. If Desmond Ridder your quarterback, man, you can ride with how many quarterbacks you want to ride with.
Okay, I got a question for you, Desmond.
Well, Zappy, your quarterback. So who you ride with?
Yeah, who your quarterback? Who your favorite quarterback in the league?
Who? You said what?
I said, who your favorite quarterback in the league right now?
Smokey Joe.
Hey, I got you. You already know who my favorite quarterback is. You know what I'm saying? Just think.
Joe Burrow.
Come on now. Hey, who am I always talking about?
You didn't see say too much this year. You weren't talking too much this year.
Nah. You already know Deshaun Watson. Y'all already know that.
Deshaun Watson? Oh, that's trash. That's trash right there.
Hey, you know what? I'd rather take him over Dak Prescott.
Nah. You smoking.
It's my last year on Watson.
Dak better than Watson. I told y'all.
Okay.
That.
For now.
All right, man. So, hey, man, we're going to wrap this up, man. And until next time, y'all, man, hey, make sure y'all have a great weekend, man. We're going to come on next week, and we're going to talk about these NFC, AFC Championship games. And as we get ready to go to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is in 2 weeks. But, hey, thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Real Untouchable Podcast. Hey, man, Jay Moore, Sledge. Hey, man, y'all peace, man. Until next time.
All right, man.